Hi. So, I wanted to make a video about the conundrum I've gotten myself into. You know, ultimately in life, we go through so many different things and go through phases of wanting to be with another soul for just a plethora of unhealthy reasons. And then you get to this other stage where you start learning about, the healthy ways to love one another and, to love yourself, and you find a whole new hope of being able to love someone in a healthy way that will enhance every part of their life. And then you get to this other phase where you actually start to realize that you don't feel as though you need what you thought you needed. You love yourself without feeling like there has to be somebody around you to give you that love or validation of some sort. And you realize that it's not actually a necessary thing to attain, or to be happy in this life, and to fully feel at peace with myself. And then this crazy thing happens where you get to this place where you actually think like you might be ready to handle it responsibly, and you think you can make good and heal wounds, and you actually realize that there could be some magnificent things that can be done for all sorts of aspects of one another and the world, by allowing ourselves to live in such a state of bliss and love and acceptance, and just, a beaming example of what was supposed to be. And you actually realize that unless you can find, or attract from a healed place that beautiful situation that comes from a healed place, then you really can't even think about stepping into that zone, because it's irresponsible. When you know what I know, you can't go just offering your love and all that you are willy-nilly to anybody, or even people that seem like they're supposed to be a somebody. It sounds so silly because everybody's freaking amazing and somebody, but no matter how special you think someone is, or how much you think you might click with someone else, or how much you think you are supposed to be with one another, if you jump in head first without remembering your responsibilities of creating healing in every moment of your life, and not creating pain in anybody's life, intentionally or otherwise. Excuse me, I'm so thirsty. It's irresponsible to allow someone, especially if your ego's so big like mine, you're a pretty good catch, and anybody that spends time with me, or if someone that if anybody spends time with you, that they're going to fall in love with you. If you're an amazing person, which I'm sure you are if you're watching this video. Everybody's amazing in their own right, but I'm sure you follow. It's just not a responsible choice to risk creating pain in another. You can't just say, oh, well, that must be their lesson. No, that's not how this taking full responsibility thing works. You don't just allow someone to do something that you know could cause them pain in the long run. In the aspect that we have control in knowing what responsibilities that we hold to create healing in people's hearts and not leave wounds. And don't get me wrong, everything within me tells me that there's souls out there that understand this level of responsibility and know the importance of representing love and healing. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little sad about it sometimes. But with great knowledge comes great responsibility. And if you're someone like myself and you genuinely never want to hurt another living soul, then you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to know yourself enough to know you aren't going to be doing that. Make conscious choices and live consciously through your heart. And at the same time, you live consciously through theirs. And as you get more multidimensional, you'll realize what would be beneficial for all parties involved in the long run. And you can say hi to little kitties. I love you guys. Good night.